Hello,
Hi there.
how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing amazing, man. How long have you been in the industry for? You look pretty young.
I am pretty young,
How old are you?
19.
Wow. Yeah, I'm 22.
That's
So
not that much older.
no, I'm not. I'm not that much older. I'm just saying, like, I like to see other young people out there also grinding it out. Awesome. So with that being said, I know we're both busy, and hence we only have 45 minutes booked out on these calls. And the way it's usually structured is I just start asking you questions about your business, how
Mhm.
how how's it looking like right now, and what's keeping you from moving forward. And ultimately, if we're able to help you, I'll run you through the system. If not, I might refer you to someone, give you some homework, whatever you need. Is that all right?
Yeah, yeah, that works out.
So that being said, what's the biggest challenge in terms of your sales right now? Or what's not working at the level it truly could be or that it should be?
Um, Probably the lack of an online presence for us. I mean, I know labor and I can talk to people, but I'm not very tech savvy.
Got it.
That's why I'm kind of looking for like online people such as yourself to help me out in that presence.
Got it.
And I
So
tried it. I tried another company. I tried Angie's Leads, that big company, and they're not really up to what I was hoping they'd be for what I'm paying.
hmm And what do you exactly mean by that? Like, what did they do wrong? Or
They send out. I bet I get 15 leads from them a week, which is a lot of leads. But I might only make contact with two or three of them, and normally they're not really like they're just looking for an estimate. They're not looking for an actual job to be done. It's
hmm
kind of like I've always wanted a patio, but if it's over $1,000, I don't want to pay, and it'll be like 5 grand, and then you know,
and why do you think that is?
I don't know. I really don't know. They just kind of it's free for them to reach out, and it doesn't take them any time.
Yeah, I mean,
So
when it comes to like Angie's leads and like home advisors and lead directories like that, you gotta understand that these leads are shared and they're not
hmm
exclusive to you. Like they're not coming directly to you for your service, right?
yeah.
That's the main issue, right? So that being said, I mean, what else have you tried in order to generate business?
Post a lot on Facebook. That's helped out a little bit. Yard signs, those were probably the best aside
Mhm.
from Angie's leads in the spring. And then door hangers, going door to door, that kind of stuff. It's
And
really
so,
it.
got it. So, like, what would you change about the way you're getting business right now, if you could?
Um, hmm. Mostly clients that weren't just looking to see a number, they're looking to see a project.
So you just wanted to people that are actually looking to buy
Yeah,
from
that
you.
are actually in the market for it.
Yeah, so
I
that means
mean,
placing yourself in front of people who are actively looking.
yeah,
Um, got it. Awesome. So how many like with the ways you're generating leads right now, like how many estimates are you generating?
I probably make up about probably make 5 to 8 estimates a week,
And how
and
many
I'd
of them?
say 1 to 2 of those stick.
Wow. And that's because that's from Angie's or from every single method.
That's mostly Angie's.
Mhm. Yeah, again, as I said earlier, the leads are shared, so they're just always looking for the cheapest bid. And that's
hmm
preventing you from, closing the bid, closing the job, of course. So how did your like 2023 look like?
Out of 2023,
Like revenue wise, like how was it?
this is my first year in business.
Wow. So far, like you started this January or
Yeah, we got our LLC finalized in December of last year, and then we didn't start producing any revenue until January because of snowfall, because we do snow as well.
yeah, so like how the last, 6 months, how has it all been like business wise?
So I'm part time in college right now too, online and in person a little bit here and there. So like in the spring, I bet we were doing maybe 6 to 10 grand a month, and now in the summer we're doing about 20 to 25, maybe 30 grand a month. So
That's great. That's great. What do you study, by the way? University.
management and entrepreneurship,
Got it. You in
because
community college or
yeah, yeah.
yeah? I finished my master's degree recently, actually.
Oh, and
Um,
what?
I studied I studied in England actually. I studied my bachelor's degree in economics and history. So
Hmm.
like I went to university quite young. So I went to university at like 17. So I finished, graduated bachelor's at 20, graduated my master's at 21. I studied international development, and throughout those years of like university, that's kind of how I opened my marketing agency because I
Hmm.
realized you gotta make money, right?
Yeah.
So make it online.
So this is your company then? It's you're not like a sales rep?
No, no, it's my company. Yeah.
Good for you.
So like we're in house basically. I work with my brother. He's over there being lazy, sleeping on the couch, but we work together. He by profession works as a strategy consultant based out of Qatar.
Hmm.
Um, like working with like clients in the GCC. But like this is like currently like our exit strategy when it comes to escaping the rat race. So be it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Everyone, we both have our ways, but yours is more physical, mine is more online.
Yeah, I cannot do online shit. I don't know. I've never been good at it. So, but I grew up doing construction and that kind of stuff. So then when I was looking for what to do, I was like, well, I've done trees, I've done landscape, I've done framing. Landscaping was the most fun out of all those three, so why not try and do it myself? And then here
Awesome,
I am.
awesome. I mean, look, we're on the same path, but different journeys, my friend. So I understand where you're currently at, and definitely the same strategies that we apply to get you on this call today, the same strategies that we can definitely apply to get you on more people who are actively looking to buy, such as yourself. But with that being said, for the past, what's the goal for the next 6 months then?
I would like to be, if I can keep my 24 to 25, you know, K a month through October, because we do, and you can landscape. I don't know where you're at, but in Iowa, where I'm from, you can landscape up until about October. And then it starts to get a little too cold. The ground gets too hard, kind of thing.
Hmm.
So if I can keep that going through till then, in the cold months, I'm not expecting anything. I mean, snow when it comes and cleanups like leaf cleanups and that kind of crap, but those don't pay much. So if I can keep the steady 24, 25 for this year and then maybe bump it up to like 40 or 50 next year, that'd be the goal.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. And do you think you have like the infrastructure right now, like digital infrastructures to support that consistent growth? Or
I have I've got enough help I could get. I mean, I've got kids. They're not kids. I mean, they're 16 to 20 that ask me for like side work all the time, and they want to come on full time, but I don't have enough jobs for me to get them on full time. And I also don't. I've only trained one other person to do what I do, so I have to be at every job.
yeah,
So
I
next
understand.
year, if I could send him off to do other jobs with other kids, then it'd be great. But it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, it's part of business. Like right just before this call, like I was on coaching calls with my current employees that we have on board. Just because when you have somebody representing your business, like you get kind of scared, man. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? You're like, this guy better not mess it up.
Yeah.
When it comes to selling estimates, like it's also sales, right? And you got to be a good salesman, sell anything you want because that's what's going to drive your business. But not only that, you need that lead flow to come in, or potential prospects to come to your door. Uh, but that being said, so how long has this issue with like lead quality been going on for?
Oh, I'd say since I got him in March.
Got it. And like,
Yeah, the whole time.
have you been looking for other alternatives in the market in order to fix this problem?
Yeah. So in April, I joined on with another company that does same stuff that you kind of do. But what happened there is it was like $20 a day and then like 1,500 up front or something like that. And I paid them 1,500 and then they did it for like a month. But I think I got maybe two leads out of the whole deal. One of those
Mhm.
two stuck, and whenever I tried to reach out to them, they never responded. So
And
now I closed that account, and then I was looking at yours, and yours said your ad was like you only pay if you get the lead, you get the
Mhm.
job. And that stuck out to me more than the other companies I've seen because a lot of leads I look at I don't get, but if I'm paying you like a percentage or per diem, that kind of thing, I like to send that a lot more. Even if I end up losing money long term, I mean, if you guys give me 10 leads, I'm paying $1,000, but then I'm paying $1,000 up front, you guys give me 10, and then they all stick, great. But if I'm paying you like $500 on each one of those 10 leads, I'd much rather have that, security that I'm going to get more in the future rather than just assuming you guys are going to work, you know, actually do it.
Yeah, and
I'd happily,
sorry, go on.
I'd happily pay extra if it's per diem than just assume that you guys are going to do what you say you're going to do. Because if you're getting paid like a salesman would, you're going to work a little bit harder.
Yeah, of course. I understand it's my business, and every sale that I make for every business that transaction I do, I'm the one doing the sales. I'm the one responsible for the outreach, the service delivery. So when it comes to that, nothing's outsourced to anyone. Everything's done in house. So when you work with us, like we really come in your business and like rolling up our sleeves and getting the trenches really on this thing. And are you currently marketing in using any other platforms right now, like such as Facebook ads or Google for SEO?
We're working on getting into Facebook ads. That's been a working like I said, I'm not very tech savvy, so it's kind of like when I get a little bit of free time like I have right now, I'm either doing this stuff or I'm fixing one of the piece of equipment with a tractor or whatever the hell it is, because something's always broken. Or I'm trying to figure out how to run more ads or market myself better.
Got it. So what would happen like, if this issue like remains unresolved, like with the lead quality?
With you
Like
guys?
with the lead quality, like
I mean, if I'm paying you guys per diem on leads, you just get paid if I get them. So it wouldn't really matter at that point. Because if I don't get the lead, you guys don't get any money. You
yeah,
know?
yeah, 100%, 100%. So just what was that one question that I want to ask? So got it. So you've been like in the industry for like half a year now. You tried Angie's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you tried door knocking. You tried a lot of things. Clearly, like it's not allowing you to. It has allowed you to grow, but clearly you want to grow more, and that means that you just gotta get that consistent pace of lead flow coming through your pipeline. So, what about achieving that is important to you right now?
So what was that? You cut out for a second.
I said, what about achieving that? What about achieving this is important to you right now?
That's a good question. I have no reason to grow exponentially. I mean, I already have a house that's in the works, and I can always come back home if I need to. I
Yeah,
don't know. Why the hell not? I told myself I'd own a business, and I've been saying that to myself forever now. So I don't know. I want to,
fair enough. And
I
then,
guess.
what's the plan if like nothing changes with the way like your business is growing?
If we can't grow, my personal plan is I have a guaranteed internship to be an electrician. So I can always go back to that too.
Fair enough. I mean, you gotta keep your options out. Me, I'm kind of retarded. I burn all my bridges. So like, I just picked this one thing and stuck to it. So it has to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I've got it in where I can go back to the tree servicing company I was at. He's always asked me to help him out. I do on weekends and crap. I'll go back there and help him out, and they pay decent. Um, or like I said, there's a college nearby that I applied to be in their electrical program like 2 years ago, and they said that a guaranteed spot for until I'm 21, I think.
So when it comes to like, you said you have a partner on the text message. Does he support you like with getting more leads and more jobs? Like, are you guys in the same trajectory in terms of like growing your social media presence?
So you said your brother's asleep on the couch?
Yeah.
That's Justin for me. That's my partner for me.
What does that
It,
mean?
it's split 50. Okay, okay. Love him to death. Great guy. But in a nutshell, like there's a certain bit of knowledge to like for doing patios or retaining walls or lighting or tiling, right? You can't just wake up and do that and it's gonna, be good for the next 30 years.
Uh,
I had to spend time to learn that. I worked in the I worked at other landscape companies and learned that, doing it over time. He does not do any of that crap. So if we're doing jobs like he can mow or do mulch beds and rock beds, like that simple stuff, but the bigger jobs only I do. And additionally, I'd say he makes about a tenth of what I do just because he's never on the job site. Because I pay myself based on how much we make.
yeah,
So if we
I
make
mean,
20 grand, I might give myself 10 grand. But if he's not there, then he's not going to get any of
so I'm sorry for this, like a personal question. Like, did you guys start this together, or like how'd that go?
that. He started it originally. He started it a while ago. And then he had damn near no luck for the longest time. But then I kind of started helping him out on the side for like cash. And then it started like doubling, tripling revenue and whatnot. So then I bought in a sense.
Mhm. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, it looks like you are more, on this like awake when, looking.
I
You're
put this
you're
way,
better.
I'm the one on the phone call right now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's why I asked you earlier, like if it's possible to bring your partner on the call. The last thing I want is to end the call and you're like, I have to speak to my partner. You know, you know how it goes.
Mhm.
With that said, so tell me, like we kind of spoken about like where you want to be, but like, what's the ultimate goal?
Um, I'd say for from a lead thing, lead quality would be to get larger, more certain leads. I mean, I'm doing jobs right now that are bid out for like 1 to 3 grand. That's kind of steadily how it's been all summer. But I'd like to get more into bigger jobs that are like 10 to 15. I'm bidding out one right now for about 12, and it's just a massive patio and a bunch of other crap. But I'd like to get into those larger jobs because the payout's a little better and the security's a little bit more there. Because it kind of sucks to haul materials and guys and everything around across eastern Iowa for jobs that are like 2 grand. I'd rather just park a trailer and everything else in one town for like 2 weeks, do like 3 big jobs in that town, move on to the next one.
Mhm. And
So
like,
getting
go
larger, higher end leads.
getting the larger jobs, of course, and we all want the larger jobs, of course. But with that being said, then like, what's the monetary goal?
Per month or per year.
Wherever you feel is comfortable sharing.
Monetary goal, I'd say next year I'd like to see total revenue at about probably 350 for the year, 400.
Got it. And you seem like you've thought about that number before. Can you tell me why that number specifically?
Oh, that was our 2020. That was the 2025 goal I made for a class in one of my at the college I go to.
Mhm.
They were like, make a business and set your goals for the next 3 years. And I was like, I already got a business. We'll do that anyway. So I've got all that. All these numbers you're asking, I've kind of already done them just for school assignments. So it's in my head.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely hit those goals. As I mentioned before, you said it yourself. It's just about putting yourself out there in front of the higher end projects and removing the people who are actually, the not looking for the cheapest bid, right? And my question to you, right? We only take one person per area.
Hmm.
First of all, what would you be looking at in a partnership with us?
What I'd be looking for,
Yes, in a team like us.
I mean, how do you guys market? What do you guys post on?
So we focus more on SEO, like Google
Okay.
Ads, because we
Yep.
see that we've done both Facebook and Google, and we see that the conversion rates on Google is way higher
Hmm.
because it's when people search keywords online for your business and your business ranks the highest. That way they come to you directly inbound and you get a phone call straight away.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
Facebook works as well, but it's definitely more short term in my opinion. And as well as that, it's easier to find people who are more discount hunters on Facebook because usually when people do Facebook ads, they run a discount tag offer just to get as much leads coming in the pipeline. And you know how that is. Like half of these leads are also going to be, discount hunters, right? But
Yeah.
so
So
with that,
Google is your main.
yeah,
No, I like that. Do you use, would it be also be on like voice to talk for Google? If I were to say, hey Google, show me landscapers in my area, would my business or anything that you represent come up?
yeah, definitely, we definitely set that up for you, especially with this new AIs that we have in place. We definitely help
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Uh, with that in mind, that's what I'm trying to ask you. Like, we only take upon one person per area. And the usual question I ask to people, because obviously I like to work with specific people only. My calendar is always flooded with people from everywhere in the US. But with that in mind, um, first of all, I ask, what's the monetary goal? But the reason I ask that is, what is the monetary goal going to help you achieve personally? What are the personal goals? What do you want the money to help you achieve in life? And based off that, I know whether, what type of person you are and whether you fit our culture when you work partnership, when you have a partnership with us.
What do I want to achieve? Um, Kind of prove to myself that I can do it. I don't know. It's, I mean, realistically, I love what I do. It sounds weird to say because am, I've just got back. I'm filthy. I've sweated my ass off today and I felt like I got hit by a bus. But I'm excited to go back tomorrow and keep on working.
Completely understand that, but you said that you wanted to prove yourself. Like, is it someone you want to prove yourself to, like your father, your mother, or is it just you want to prove it to yourself? Like,
I don't know them that well. That's prove it to me, I guess. Help me afford my house, help me buy more equipment so I can keep on growing. I mean, realistically, ever since I've been born, it's kind of been just me on my own and
yeah,
doing my own thing. Starting a business is pretty solo typically. I mean, I have a partner, but not really a partner. He's not present. That doesn't matter though. It's I want to do my own thing and I want to do it right. So
I mean, fair enough. And because you said that, I definitely think that we align. Because personally, um, I'm on the same path as you when it comes to entrepreneurship and actually having my own business, and also proving it to myself that every day I get the no's, every day I get yeses or no's, and every day I'm just
mhm.
like, I don't even know what's gonna happen next. Like, I'm always in some doubt that something's gonna go wrong. But I just love, doing what I do. Like, I'm obsessed with it. Like, are you obsessed with what you do?
Oh yeah, no, it's I do about 80 hours a week, but I feel like I'm only working 20 or 30.
So would you do everything you can in order for it to grow?
Hmm?
Would you do everything you can in your control in order for it to grow?
Why do you think I'm on this phone call right now?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, and I'm similar to right now. I'm also working. I don't even speak Spanish, but I'm working like on getting into the tapping into the landing market of hardscaping. So I've hired myself like Spanish closers, Spanish appointment setters. And bear in mind, I don't speak any Spanish, so and I'm just because I'm obsessed with what I do. I
Hmm.
want to see results and I want to conquer the market. Because I know what I can do is beneficial for the people in the industry. And only that, I feel like, I want to help people in that industry with what I've got to do. But with that being said, we can definitely help you. So would you want me to run you through the entire system from A to Z, or do you want me to show you something specifically?
Um, all right, two things. The big two things. Using your Google and all that, how many leads would you say per month would you be able to get me? Not
So,
land them, just I can speak to the client.
so we have a guarantee of 100 leads in 90 days. That's our program. It's a whole 90-day program where we come into your business and we basically revamp and re-optimize every single thing within your business when it comes to social media, because when you're putting yourself business out there online, it's important that everything's polished, because every little small minor thing can build that sales resistance which you don't want, right? So when it comes to that, the first thing we do is we come into your business. Did I take your Instagram page, revamp it, Facebook page, and do you have a website?
No, I need to get one. I know.
So we'll build you your website and obviously optimize it for SEO. So once we get that, then we start running the target ads, and then we obviously pre-qualify these leads for you through our landing page, and obviously
Hmm.
we have automations and systems in place. an AI conversational bots to help you book these leads into estimates because obviously, similarly to say, like when you hopped in the meeting with us, like you got an automated SMS, you got an automated, all none of that was done by me, right? That was all automations. So
So, question for you then. Hold up. Who the
is
wait,
Katie,
what is it? Yeah, Katie.
that AI.
I gotcha. That made a lot more sense. I was like, that's not Katie.
No, I'm not Katie.
What's
Yeah,
your name?
my name's Abdullah.
Say that again slower.
Abdullah.
Abdullah. Okay. And
Yes,
where are you
sir.
from?
I'm from
What part of the
Bosnia.
United?
From Europe, but
Oh,
we
okay.
American clients only. I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of like a remote worker. I hop around from Dubai, from London to now I'm just here back home because my parents are here. So as I mentioned, I grew up personally in Dubai, and then I moved to the UK, and now I'm here to currently just trying to. It's cheaper to live here, so I'm just trying to save some money so I
It's
can.
cheaper to live in Dubai.
No, it's cheaper to live here. I'm in Bosnia right now. It's cheaper to live here.
Okay, I was about to say, I was bullshit. It's cheaper to live in Dubai.
Dubai is not that expensive though, like compared to.
Eh,
Have you been?
no, hell no. We
But it's
don't. I don't travel. I've never left the Midwest.
Yeah, so like Dubai is like the biggest it's a marketing trap if you actually think about it. Like it's just marketing. Like realistically, it is very nice and very beautiful, but at the same time, in my opinion, I don't know what's the cost of living in where you are right now in America, but compared to like New York, compared to California, compared to London, like it's way cheaper in my opinion.
Hmm.
But back to the subject, you had a question for me, did you not?
Um. So yeah, how many? You said 100 leads in 90 days. That sounds great. You said I could pay per diem. What is the percentage based for each lead? Is it a percentage or is it a set price? Is it like doesn't matter how big the job is, it's $200 a lead if you land it, or is it like if it's a job for 10,000 bucks and you're at a 5% rate, then you get 500 bucks.
Awesome, awesome. And these are great questions. But just before I get into the price, as I like to tell you, everything, just to preface, everything is personally done for you. Everything is customized based on where you are right now, that 25, 20, 30K mark to where you want to be, which is scaling to that 300K mark, with getting yourself out there into the more interested people who have the higher end projects. So I would just like to explain the system a bit more in depth because when you go for a job, do you like when people just ask you for the price? No, right?
I normally break it down and say this is going to cost that much. That'll be about that much. This is about. I mean, I do it. My quoting's a bit different than yours because there's about 15 different things that I'll add together for one bid. But I know what you mean.
Yeah. So just before I get into price, I just want to help you understand how it all works in a deeper level so that you can actually see the value in what I have to offer. Then definitely once we settle that down, what we can do, you can invest the investment with me, or we can run you through the baseline. If you're happy, we can definitely get started and set the onboarding call. So when it comes to, as I mentioned, wait, 1 second, 1 second. So can you see my screen now?
I
Like,
can see you.
all right. So as I mentioned previously, everything we do is customized for our clients. For you specifically, is going to be these four things. That's going to take you from where you are right now, the 25K a month mark, dealing with people who are tire kickers and wasting your time, to getting to that 30K a month mark. I mean, 300,000 $300,000 a year market by the end of 25 by putting yourself out there for people who are actually looking for the higher end projects. So when it comes to that, we have this four-step pillar. We have this four-step pillar process, which we call our battle tested fixed performance system. And ultimately, the goal of this system is just to help you scale your business consistently and predictably. Because without that, you can't grow a business, right? You need to know when your next job is coming in, right? So when it comes to that, we have a four-step. The first step, as I mentioned earlier, we have the main problem and gap in the market we find with most digital marketers online. They just fresh out the boat, they start running lead generation campaigns without helping you polish, your social media, your website, Google reviews, etc., etc. Now, the problem with that is that before you start running any advertisements, you should work on creating your own audience online of people who are actually attracted to your quality work. That will only build the foundations for your growth online. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
No, I like that. I see your little flow chart there. That makes sense.
So when it comes to that, the next step is running the target ads, and that's obviously done through Google, right? It's definitely, we have all the optimizations in place to help you rank your business on the highest level so that we can place, so every time someone search landscaping business in my area, yours comes first, and that obviously involves helping you with Google review reactivation campaigns, database reactivation campaigns, just every additional step just to ensure that your business is on the front page. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, as I forgot to mention, if you don't have a website, we will come into your business and build it for you. We don't usually do that for everyone, but if you're willing to move forward today, we can definitely throw that in as a bundle for you. Um, So the next step is obviously at the landing page, we definitely have to pre-qualify these leads for you by asking them pre-qualifying questions, because at the end of the day, we don't want people to just waste their time. And that just means going really deep into the trenches when it comes to qualifications, just immediately disqualifying targeters and people who are ultimately just a waste of your time. And obviously,
What would that, if I was a customer going on, what would that look like to me? Like, what would I see? So I find a landscaping company and I click on the link and you said pre-qualifying survey. What kind of questions are going to be asked to see? Like, what would I see as a customer?
that's a great question. So obviously, when it comes to that, like it's every business has different standards when it comes to qualifications. So obviously, when we have those questions, we obviously have to review them with you to go deep into what you consider as a qualified prospect, because you clearly want a specific type of customer. But the usual question that we ask is like, are they looking to buy? Like, when are they looking to buy? Like, are they shopping around, or they want to buy right now? Because obviously, once you know that,
Yeah.
you know, are they just looking for the estimate, or just they want to get the job done, right? We ask them like, how much household income do they have? Just questions about who they are, the character based on your ideal client profile, so that we can make sure to dial that in and get people that you actually want to see calling you, as opposed to just people who are just looking for the lowest bid. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got you.
And the final step is we just help people please listen to estimates. And obviously on the landing page, we obviously have a calendar on there. And not only that, if they don't submit the calendar, we have AI conversational bots in place, similar to the boss that's spoken to you, right? Getting you, warming you up and nurturing you to get on this call today. It's the same kind of thing that we're going to do for you and your business, just to help you put these leads into estimates and get them without having to waste your time manually, just, doing a phone call, going to a job. Just efficiency creates scalability,
Hmm.
right? So you need an efficient system on the back end in order to support this growth. Because without that, if you just have a Facebook ad, but you don't have the back end to support that growth, it's all going to get messy at once, right? So, for instance, like the way that the conversational AI bot spoke to you, like I didn't even lift a finger or didn't message you once. Like, sometimes, so AI is not prone to human error, right? That's what all robots, they never make mistakes, you
I
know?
got one question about that AI. Then this is weird to me. This whole AI texting thing. Um, I said, remember I asked to push it back to Wednesday.
No, that was me. That was me. That was,
Okay, okay, I
because I
got you.
messed up there though. See that a human makes mistake. AI don't make mistake, right? I made a mistake because I was on back-to-back calls the other day, and I was really tired, so I didn't see it. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, and that's just happened. But I really apologize for that.
Because then Katie said, yes, brother. I was like, what the? Who am I talking to right now, dude?
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, that wasn't Katie. That was me. But the rest of it was Katie. That's just very much. It's obviously sometimes when the AI is like, not doing its thing, you have to obviously step in, and that's just how it is. But humans
Hmm.
make mistakes, robots don't. That's my main point, right? But obviously sometimes you just gotta step in and do your thing. So on that note, this is our system on the high level. Any questions about it so far?
No, this all looks good.
Awesome. So just to stay organized on my end, the key for us is alignment, as I mentioned to you earlier. When we come in and work with you, we're owning our sleeves and getting the trenches with you on this thing. So just stay organized on mine, so I know that I've explained the process in detail. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like I hate Scout when I get off the call right now, to 10, I think this is exactly what I need in order to start scaling and growing consistently. Where are you at right now?
I was at a 6, but now I'm at like an 8 because of the whole it's hands off as far as booking an appointment. I like that a lot.
Mhm. And just a question, why is it not a 9 or a 10?
Haven't talked numbers yet.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And that's a, but I'm just talking about the system itself and not the
Oh
price.
no, system that's all. That was like a 10 in my opinion.
All right, fair enough. That's the key thing, because like when I do, obviously when I do present you prices, you're gonna have objections, right? But I have to know that that's a objection to the price and not to the process. You know how it
No,
works.
process looks great. Yeah.
Awesome. So, every client that we worked with have been generating jobs within the first week. These are what we've done with Facebook ads as well. Our systems are proven to work throughout the US. And as I mentioned earlier, we aspire to help you grow your business by harnessing the power of the internet, right? So I work with my brother, who's just in the other room. And alongside with us, we have an in-house team, a design team, call center, legal team. And we've been serving the industry for over 2 years now, focusing purely on social media advertising. So like I said before, when you work with us, it's all in-house, right? When you have a problem, you're coming directly to me. You're not going to be dealing with any of our reps or, like, I don't know how it works, Angie's, or it's just probably complicated because it's a big company. But for us, we really one-to-one hopping on calls with this, like, weekly, getting to know each other as well as running through the process and ensuring that everything is going according to plan. Does that make sense?
Yep. I got you. Yep.
Awesome. So I just have a testimonial video to play for you here, and that's pretty much it.
We were looking for an affordable marketing company, and Pixel more than delivered. They managed our blog and social media accounts while increasing our number of contacts and driving down our cost per lead. We saw an immediate increase in our social media presence, and our followers doubled in a month's time. They took the time to understand who we are as a company and gave us a few amazing uh, marketing plans to choose from. We wholeheartedly recommend Pixel to everybody we know.
Got it. So that's pretty much what I have to present to you. Any questions?
I don't think so.
Awesome. So obviously the next step would be you'd be processing the investment with me. And once we go through that, if you're ready to rock and roll, we can set the onboarding call and get it all slowly launched ASAP. Okay. So when it comes to price, are you on with me?
Yep,
Yeah.
I hear you.
When it comes to price, there's two things that's really important that you have to understand. Two parts of our system. There's obviously the ad spend that is required for the SEO, and obviously there's our management fee. The SEO fee that goes directly to Google, that doesn't go towards us. The management fee goes to us, right? So we have two options. We have option one, which is 40% after the job is completed, because we're not getting anything up front for our work. For this option, it requires you $150 a day in ad spend, just because the fact that we want you to be generating a lot of work, so that we're both making a lot of money together. And then two, which is a 3-month partnership. It's $997 a month, which you can cancel anytime, and it's $35 a day in ad spend for SEO, and it's 100 leads guaranteed in 90 days. Plus, it's $50 for every lead that we miss. So hypothetically speaking, if we get you 90 leads and not 100, we send you $500 back. Plus, if not, we'd also cover your ad spend in order to get you to that result, since we're so confident that we'll deliver this program.
So the first one's 150 a day, and then 40% the gross total of the job or the net.
The net, of course.
The net.
Yes. That's
So
assuming.
let's say I get a job for 10 grand, and then I have 4 grand out in materials, expenses, and everything else. I
Yeah,
have 6 grand left. So you would take home
40.
40% of that 6 grand.
like a partnership, right?
Okay.
The
Okay.
market doing the closing. Easy
And
out.
then plus, and then an additional 150 a day.
Yes, because of the fact that the reason why we structure it in that way is because, man, if you want to work on that model, like we have to be generating a lot of leads so that it's fruitful for both of us. Does that make sense? Then we also have the option two, which is most people who are in your boat tend to go to, where it's a 3 month partnership, $997 a month, cancel any time, $35 a day in ad spend. Hello? Hello? I think you're muted. You took off your earphones, so that's why you're muted.
Good.
Hello? Yeah.
Good.
Everything all goes outside?
Yeah. Sorry. They died, so I was like, all right, fuck these things.
I thought something was wrong. I was like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
But so with this partnership is $997 a month, cancel anytime, and $35 a day is required in order to hit the 100 lead guarantee in 90 days. Obviously, if you want more, just means spend more than that. $50 for every lead that I miss, so that we get you if we get you 590 leads, not 100, we send you $500 back. Plus, we will cover your ad spend in order to hit the guarantee. If you don't, because that's how confident we'll bring you the results that you want.
So about $2,000 a month.
Roughly speaking, but yeah, pretty much. But
So
obviously,
30,
at the same time, given that if you're not getting the results that you want, you just cancel. But that shouldn't be. But in order for you to be, able to just redeem the dollar, like $50 for every lead that I miss, it require you to partner up with us for 90 days because that would be best in order to bring you best results. And obviously, this will include building out your website for you and obviously optimizing your social media presence, Google review campaigns, database reactivation campaigns, reactivating the old leads that you have in the pipeline with automations. So, it's the whole sauce, right, when it comes to marketing.
Okay. So whatever. Here's what I think with all this. I currently pay about 1,500 a month overall in my online marketing, right?
Mhm.
I have the date set to cancel on August 15th is when Angie's canceled. So I'd be willing to take off Angie and start doing this, which will cost me more, but I think this will work a lot better. But I'm not gonna do that until I get Angie's canceled because I don't
Yeah,
like the idea of spending just shy of $4,000 a month on marketing alone.
of course, and I completely resonate with that. I mean, spending, getting that Facebook ad launch, you got Angie's, that's a lot of fixed expenses that you have to bear in order to get the business that you want. But
Mm-hmm.
just out of respect to you, if you're entirely 100% with the system, are you entirely 100% with the system? Do you think the system's going to work?
I do have faith in your system.
So got it. What we can do for you, if you're willing to get started today, is that we can restructure in a way that is, a kind of a smaller down payment today, just so that we can get you started, and obviously you can bank in the rest in like the rest of the month or 60 to 90 days, whatever makes sense for you, just so that we can get you started and start running everything for you.
Okay, so what are those numbers?
So obviously, if I were to do that for you, are you willing to have an honest conversation with me as as how much you'd be able to do today in order to get us moving forward?
Yeah, I could probably. I think without speaking to Justin more about it, I could probably do like upfront another $500. Nothing much. That's a thing. Because I told him I was like, hey, I got another call with another online company, and he was like, all right, well, what's it gonna cost? And I was like, I have no idea. So
Yeah, All right, if you can move forward right now, I'm willing to do like a 500 down payment. And we just schedule the onboarding call with your partner tomorrow if you want it to be on board as well. And obviously, if you don't want to move forward tomorrow, I can definitely refund you that deposit if you like. But that 500 would just serve us to start, and you obviously after the third, after for the 30-day period, you can pay the rest of the 400 that is owed for the 997 because by then you'll be seeing the results that you want in order to grow and be backing some commissions from that or jobs, sorry, from that. Would that be fine with you?
So 500, and then is that still the 35 a day?
Yes.
Okay. So it'd be like 1,500 a month.
Yes.
I'm gonna say right now it's probably not in my budget, but once I cancel Angie, which is in about a month and a half, I am interested in it. I guess if I saved your AI to my phone,
Yeah.
that number, if I were to reach out when Angie's is canceled, could we have this meeting again, or is it like a one-time offer kind of thing?
Well, look, if, for the 100-week guarantee, it requires $35 a day to be spent on ads. But
Mm-hmm.
obviously, if you want to get the ball rolling, we can reduce the ad spend just so we can kick things off. And by then, hopefully, you're going to be getting a couple calls, couple jobs, and then that can pay for the rest of the marketing, right?
Yeah.
So if we can definitely, if you want to restructure it in some way that makes sense so that we can, because I feel like it's definitely not the best thing for you to not take action on anything given what you've told me so far that you're looking to get in front of higher end people. But I'm just saying that you definitely first of all need a website, you need
Yeah.
an online presence, you need SEO, and you need Google reviews, right? You need all of that in order to become a legitimate business, right? And I'm willing to kick all of that things off with you and even restructure the whole payment plan for you just to get it started. But obviously we can reduce the ad spend in half for the first month so that in the second month we can start going ham. What do you think about that?
Sorry, repeat that last part.
So we can reduce the ad spend for the first month,
Mm-hmm.
but obviously once you're banking in the rest of the money, like we can go ham in the second month, right?
Yeah,
And
no, I mean, if this works out where I'm getting way more than I ever thought I would, then I would go full throttle, 100%.
yeah,
Hell, if in 2 weeks I'm getting another 10 calls and 5 of them are sticking, and it's like it looks like something like 20 grand by the end of another 20 grand by the end of the month, I'd already be like, all right, put me in full. I just
yeah. And it definitely doesn't require you $35 a day in order to do that. $35 a day makes you more than satisfied,
mm-hmm.
right? But that's where we have that recommendation just to keep you comfortable and make sure that we can guarantee you those 100 leads, or which you're probably going to get more. But if you want to, start today and you don't have the highest budget to do, I wouldn't suggest going ham on the ad spend of $35 a day. We can maybe do it in
No.
half, get everything else sorted, the SEO sorted, the website, which is super important for you right now, more important for you than Facebook ads, to be honest, Google reviews, etc., with the $500 down payment, and obviously the rest you can bank in whenever you feel comfortable. Because what I want you to do is I want you to grow, so that even if it means that, like, if you can't pay me the rest of the remainder of the 400 bucks by the end of the month, but you'd rather use it for ad spend, I'm more than happy to do that as well.
So $500, and then how much a day?
Let's say 15.
15.
Yeah.
I could. Yeah, I'll do that.
Awesome. So would you like to move forward right now?
How long is it gonna take?
So right now, what we're going to do is the payment, the contract, and then we set the onboarding call.
I have about. I'm supposed to go. Can I do the payment and the sheet on my own time later tonight? Like,
I
is it
mean,
like a website, like a thing I have to fill out?
no, it's just I sent you the payment link on the a payment link on the call right now, and then I send you a DocuSign which you can sign in your time in your own time. Would that be okay?
Send me. Okay, I was supposed to be out the door like 4 minutes ago. If you can send me that over like the Katie AI thing. I can take care of that tonight once I get back from the shop. If you can text me or email that, I can take care of it when I get back tonight around 8 or 9, if that is fine with you.
I mean, that's definitely fine with me, but out of respect to the people, like, not gonna lie, what usually happens is I get off these calls and people just, buzz off and they don't speak to us ever again. So that's why I'm kind of pushing for all.
Oh no, I feel you.
So if it was possible, I could just send you the link and you can do it through Apple Pay. If not, I can just send it over to you, of course. That's not a problem to me.
I don't have Apple Pay.
Oh, damn. Yeah, so then you'd have to fill out the details manually.
Doesn't matter then, does it?
No, it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, if you could do it right now, that'd be great. It would only take 1 minute. If not, like, you can do it later as well. Completely up to you.
I'm gonna do it later, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna do it, and you have to trust me. But that's my deal. I'll do the 515.
I trust you, but it's whether you trust yourself and you uphold the word. You know how many people I've trusted? Like,
oh, for sure. Yeah, you get fucked over every day.
Yeah, because it's all online, right? So I can't be chasing after people, but you seem sensible and are on the same page. So do you want me to forward everything in an email or?
Email's fine. Yeah.
Let me just check if you have the right email. Let me just check if I have the right email on file. One second. Sorry, let me just check on my phone real quick. My bad.
You're
If I have
good.
the right file.
Yeah, check what Katie said.
willpape332@gmail.com.
Bingo. Yep.
All right. I'm gonna send you the contract and I'll send you the payment link to your email shortly. Just let me know what time I should be expecting it, so I just have a rough estimate.
I should get back here around 9.
All right.
So,
Awesome. Soon, hopefully. All right, man. I'll send it to you. Just reply or tell me if you confirm to get received it. And it's just a Panda doc. It's a DocuSign, actually. So you'll see the DocuSign as well as that. I'll send you the payment link.
All right. It's 500 up front and then 15 a day after that.
15 a day from ad spend. Yes.
Perfect. All right. Sounds good.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. See you.